guys, it's Maria. I've been doing a little bit of a series about COVID effects on our kids. So today I'm going to talk about COVID and social skills. I talked the other day about language development. That was mainly for my itty bitties, my kids who were just starting to learn to speak when the whole shutdown happened. Today I'm talking about my older kids. Now, when everything happened and we had to shift to being virtual, we had to shift to doing school online, working from home, everything else, kind of staying home for a good couple of years. Those of us that are neurodivergent people that don't have, neurotypical people, those of us without social issues did okay during that time. It was hard. It was kind of a pain, but hey, we sucked it up. We did what we had to do. And then eventually we returned to something resembling normal life. Now, not every child is a neurotypical child. There are kids with all kinds of issues. There's kids with executive functioning issues. There are kids with anxiety. There's kids with serious social emotional problems, social anxiety, deficits in their own communication, in their own social skills. And they had to shift to being home for, anywhere from a couple of months to some of them a couple of years. Some of them actually preferred it. A lot of kids thrived in that environment. They could stay home. They could do school online. They didn't have to interact with other kids. They were actually okay with that. Those are the kids I'm worried about. Those are the kids that are having a lot of the bigger issues. The ones who were already social, they stayed social. They found a way to stay connected to their friends, whether it was online, whether it was meeting them outside, whether it was, having one or two families that they got to hang out with still, or maybe they had siblings or cousins. They did okay. My kids were ready to go back to school. My son is a very social child. He was out the door the second the doors opened for school. But I know other kids who were not so much. Their parents saw that they were doing okay academically, and so they said, all right, fine, go ahead and stay home. It seems to be working for you to do school from home instead of face-to-face. And that's good academically. But what are we doing to these kids socially and emotionally? Maybe school is not the place for them. Maybe they don't do well with, the bullies at school or whatever other social issues may be coming up for them. Well, then maybe we need to find them a different outlet that's not school, but they still need to be in contact with other people. So if it's a sport, if it's a musical instrument, if it's a club, an activity, anything like that, they need to be out with other children. They need to talk to other humans besides their parents. It's very important for them. They're not going to be able to stay home for the rest of their lives. Eventually, they're going to have to hit the real world, and we need to give them those skills before they get there. There are companies who provide social skills groups. They have them after school hours. Some of them, depending on if the kids are homeschooled, will have classes during the day. But we really need to make sure that the kids are still getting some sort of socialization within their peer group. They have to be able to talk to other kids their own age. They have to be able to talk to other people besides their parents in an adult type setting. It's important for them to learn these differences. Remember that kids who are somewhere on the spectrum, sometimes kids with ADHD or kids with social anxiety issues or other social emotional issues already have a hard enough time knowing who to talk to, when to talk to them, what the appropriate cues are that I need to look at before I socialize. And now we have shut that down completely and made it so that they don't actually need to learn those skills or use those skills. So parents, please, if you have kids that are in that boat, try to find them some sort of help. Listen, I get it. If you don't want to send them back to school and they're thriving at home academically, that's fine. But you still need to make them do something else. Something that's going to push their boundaries. We're not going to just go join an activity that's now video game based where they're all staring at a screen and not interacting. It needs to be an activity that's a little outside of their comfort zone still something that they would want to do, but is forcing them to have to make interactions with other children, peers, kids that are like them, kids that are not like them, people that they like and people that they may not like. But it's important for them to have the social communication skills because we're going to use those for the rest of our life. Like it or not, we are social beings. So anyway, that is a little bit about COVID and social skills. If you have any questions, like always, please let me know. Write a comment. Tell me that you liked it or you didn't like it, just so I know how to shift gears and proceed from there and make you some other videos. All right, well, have a great day. Bye.